everywhere burst few hours ago as Asari Dokubo finally scattered table. Asari Dokubo have finally come against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and a lot of people know Asari Dokubo to be a speaker for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but Asari finally come to shake table. He said he give Tinubu 24 hours. Yes, he's going to expose Bola Ahmed Tinubu if Tinubu refuses to release Nnamdi Kanu within the next 24 hours. You will hear when in this very video. Asari spoil everywhere, shake table. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. Biafrans will be happy because Asari have always come against Biafrans before. He have always come against Nnamdi Kanu, Nepan, and all of that, all those Biafran agitators. He have always come to give them what to before, but now he have finally come to apologize and speak for them. Now he's giving Tinubu 24 hours to release Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear show in this very video. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just do well to share it. Share it to the various social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, we're coming back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, for those of you that are new on this platform, just do well to click the red subscription button that is appearing in the videos right now. And at the same time, click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in previous time, YouTube will easily let it know. Kasala boss few hours ago, nobody ever expected what Asari Dokubo did. A lot of people have a personal vendetta with this man. Like good Nigerians, they don't like Asari Dokubo for anything because in course of the government protests and all of that, Asari is among the people that came out to mail it out to the general public that any youth that come out in Niger Delta to protest against Tinubu, that he too will come against the person and all of that. Asari Dokubo have been known to be a puppet to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but Kasala boss few hours ago, a lot of people were thinking that why did Asari do this thing? Asari have been the one that have always been speaking against Biafra. He have already been speaking against the land of Biafra and all of that. He's always one of the people that always come out to make it known to the general public that what Nnamdi Kanu is doing is nonsense for agitating for the Biafra nation. What Simon Ekpa is doing is total rubbish. Asari Dokubo is the man that will always come out to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu, irrespective of the hardship that the people are going through, irrespective of the pain of the people. But Kasala boss few hours ago, Asari Dokubo finally give Tinubu few hours that if he did not release Nnamdi Kanu, that Kasala will burst, that is going to expose Tinubu and is going to shut down everywhere. That was Asari few hours ago. Nobody ever expected it because this same Asari have been known to be fighting Nnamdi Kanu, have been known to be fighting Simon Ekpa, have been known to be fighting the Biafrans, but Kasala boss. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video because I'm going to be playing the full video. You will hear what you have not heard before. Come and see the way secrets has been exposed. So if you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share to the various social media platforms. Let it go viral as you're watching it. And if you can share it, just do well to like it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. A lot of Biafrans have made several videos regarding Asari Dokubo because they have always come out to Monoyan and Opatayan, say all sort of rubbish regarding Biafra. It was few days ago that the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu came out and cried out. He said the court have removed all the counts against Nnamdi Kanu. The court have removed all the charges that was leveraged against him, all the petitions against him. The judge have ruled everything and that this man is not guilty of all these things. That was what the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu said, and he said the court have ordered the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. But the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu cried out a few hours ago that since when the court made that ruling, nobody know the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu, that the DSS have been stopping them from seeing Nnamdi Kanu, that if they, as the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu, if they should go to the DSS custody, that they want to see their client in detention, the DSS will disallow them from seeing him. And even the wife of Nnamdi Kanu, that the court make ruling that the wife of Nnamdi Kanu must at least be seeing her husband 2 times in a week. Now the DSS have disallowed her to. Nobody is saying Nnamdi Kanu again, and a lot of people have been crying out that where is Nnamdi Kanu? Is he dead or alive? Those are the questions that a lot of Nigerians are asking. Those are the questions that Biafrans are asking. Where is Nnamdi Kanu? Is this man really okay in the DSS custody? Why is DSS hiding him? Why are they keeping him? Even when the court released the order that he must be released due to the fact that they've removed all the counts, all the petition, all the charges against him. Where is Nnamdi Kanu? Those are the questions that the lawyers for Nnamdi Kanu asked few days ago in a live video. You know, the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu call up to all Nigerians that all of them should rise up against this injustice against Nnamdi Kanu that is taking place in Nigeria. And as if that is not enough, Asari Dokubo, that we know very well, that have always been doing everything possible to sabotage all the agitations of Nnamdi Kanu, that have always been doing everything possible to just ensure that all the voice of the people of Biafra go useless, because he's always known to be a puppet to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's always known to be a lover of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They have always been protesting on behalf of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That same Asari Dokubo have finally burst out. He said he will expose Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he will expose Nigeria Army, he will expose every atrocities that is behind the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that Asari Dokubo actually know a lot. He knows what he said he will expose. If they refuse to release Nnamdi Kanu, we do not know where this is coming from. Is it because the armies hover their copters on the roof of Asari Dokubo a few days ago, and he threatened them that he's going to bring down the copter and all of that, and the army make a press conference? They said Asari Dokubo should come to the battlefield with them if he know that he is having voice and is having mind. Is that the reason why Asari Dokubo is saying that he's going to expose Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Is this the reason why Asari Dokubo is going against Tinubu and now supporting the Igbo, supporting the Biafran, supporting Nnamdi Kanu? You will hear show in this very video. Asari said it all. He said if they refuse to release Nnamdi Kanu in the next 24 hours, that Kasala will burst. And based on this fact, a lot of people have been on the side of Asari Dokubo. A lot of Biafrans have been saying that yes, this man is coming back to the sense and all of that. I will show you the full video in this very video. You can share the video, just do it to share it, and if you can't share it, just like it. First of all, let me play you a video of a Biafra man. You will hear what this guy said regarding the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear show in this very video, and I miss the video, you will see what Asari said and all of that. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
We have identified that governors don't work together or in unison in the Southeast is not peculiar to them. It's a national problem. Even in this north that we talk about today, it's not as if the governors are working together, as it were. You know, and don't forget that we are in a society where it is only government agencies that bear arms, and after that, the next people that bear arms are the criminals. The terrorists, the criminals, these are the two people that don't need licenses to bear arms in this country. The government and the terrorists or the criminals. You know, but you and I, we need license to bear arms. If you don't have license and you have in possession of arm, you will go to jail for it. So that is one paradox that
there's
should,
an accounting in
yes,
that
should settle at the back. Now for the Southeast, the political party of it is not helping matters. That's just the truth. You know, politicians are more interested in their political ambition vis-a-vis the security challenge there. And why I said so is that let us even assume, without considering that you have some limitation, especially because even your own paramilitary organizations don't bear arms. But you can be highly instructive to the extent that even the police and the army and you can empower them. You can put them on the run in such a manner that even the criminals will know that in your own state, it may happen in other states, but in your own state, you won't allow that. You won't condone that. But it's not happening like that in the Southeast. That is one aspect of it. Then another thing is that even the people themselves are not ready to push out the criminals among them. To what extent are they even cooperating with standing army, the police and the like? To what extent are they cooperating with intelligence agencies and the like? That is also another aspect of it, which the people must look inward. Now, don't also forget that the Southeast, they have this independent kinsmen, what do you call it, cultural orientation. So it's not as if they are, you know, what do you call it, they are so coordinated. Right from the word go, it's a kinsman thing. So if security is going to bring them together, now it has to be something that is of a common interest to them. So that now brings me to the issue of Bianca Ojukwu. Now, that means that as it is now, whether you like it or not, the government has made a hero out of Nnamdi Kanu. Government, by, you know, arresting him and detaining him and bringing out popularity out of nothing. Nobody knew this man from anywhere before. But one of the best way government unconsciously brings out hero from activists, the day you arrest them, you have made them automatic heroes. Because most of the time, if you look at the way it starts, unassumably, it starts quietly and all those stuff like that. These people were not bearing arms initially, if you remember. It was just placard, normal activism and all those stuff like that. The IPOBs and all those stuff like that. I was part of the entire one of this, and I said that if government did not handle it properly, these people will re-strategize and reappraise their strategy. And that's what happened today. Today now you are no longer talking of an IPOB of a placard and all those stuff like that. You are now talking of an IPOB that has the capacity and capability to able to confront our military formation. Why? Because the government before now had handled this matter, as far as I'm concerned, unprofessional. As far as I'm concerned. And that is what now today. For you to now assess the situation, we are not talking about release of the Nnamdi Kanu. And to me, as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing spectacular about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. If you release Nnamdi Kanu is not going to divide Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to separate Nigeria. He does not have the capacity or capability to bring Nigeria into disintegration.
No, is it?
It doesn't have it.
No, is it guaranteed that anything can change in the security situation?
But no, if you release Nnamdi Kanu, it has its own, because whether you like it or not, do you know what it means for IPOB to say people should not open shop on a particular day?
And indeed, they got their way.
Till today. And for goodness sake, that speaks volume. You and I can't do. You can't do. You can't go to your community and say you're angry with government. Don't open shop. So that simply means that the government on its own. Look, there are times that we have to swallow our pride to do the needful. There is nothing. Ojukwu did worse than he did. Ojukwu led Nigeria to war, but Ojukwu was given presidential pardon. The same Ojukwu still contested. It was Ojukwu that established ABGA we are talking about. Contested to be president of Nigeria. So what has he done? To the extent that we are now incarcerating him for this long. And that also is an amber that is watering the seed of bitterness in that southeast. So there's nothing spectacular about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It's a political matter. It's not a legal issue. There's nothing like treasonable felony and all those things we are talking about. It's a pure political solution that we are going to court and come in every day. He can remain in court for how many years? Obafemi Awolowo was in court for 10 years or thereabout, was in jail. All those things are political things. And the only solution is political solution. And if the government is humble enough to attend to it politically, it will have its own percentage.
Okay, I was going to say that.
Yes.
It isn't as if you're saying...
No, it's going to have its own fundamental percentage in the reduction of the security challenges in the southeast. Because at that point in time, even the unknown government and the IPOB, now the question will now be, on what ground, on what rationale are you now talking about this type of violence?
Indeed. Yes. Hello, good morning, Mr. George in Ikeja.
Uncle Yori, and good morning to Tony.
Yes. Good morning.
Uncle Yori, truth must be told. When this issue of agitation was launched by Nnamdi Kanu in the East, it wasn't militant initially. Later on, he launched a military wing that was becoming troublesome to the society. We did not see the leaders in the East do anything. From my own way of seeing it, they instead encouraged it. The political elites in the East believed it will help them in their political ambitions. That if their son is calling for a separate country, the rest of the country might be forced to allow a president to be elected from the East. Because of that, they fell quiet and the thing grew and grew and grew. To the point that they themselves, and even IPOG, set up by Nnamdi Kanu himself, will no longer control it. You can always That's something. You can't control the effect. When something like that happened in Yoruba land not long ago, the group came out and said they want separation from Nigeria. What did you see? The leaders in the Southwest, the Obas, the political elites, all of them said, no, you cannot do that. We will disown you. Within a few weeks, it melted down. Those boys did not say anything again. They disappeared into the thin air. But what do you think in the East? For Hanes and Igbo, the elders group, the people who are supposed to be regarded as the leaders and the elders, they every day they go to the government, release our son. He has not done anything. And I'm sorry to disagree with Tony on this aspect. When he said the government did wrong by not releasing him, this guy committed crime. He launched a radio station, calling Nigeria all sorts of names. He launched a military wing, committing crimes, killing people. Many people have died. Is that not a crime that the government should punish him for? If your son is doing something wrong, you must tell that your son that he has done wrong in love, not covering him, and then on the other hand, you are using it to try to achieve a political gain. That is wrong. And if you don't, I've always said it on this program on Creole, if you don't address the cause of a problem, you will never solve it from the top. The root cause is that where Nnamdi Kanu came from, his people are hypocritical. I'm sorry to use that word, but that's the truth. They are hypocritical about their attitude to the subject matter, and that is what has caused all this. To the extent that
since they don't want, make we keep secret. The press conference, now president tell me to go talk to press. I talk to the press. If they ask me the root cause of bunkering for you, I know if it talk. The people when they do the bunkering, I know if it call them.
Why not?
So make I go there and say, na a job boys they do bunkering, na Ikwere boys they do bunkering, no Gori boys they do bunkering. Now lie, don't be job boys they do bunkering. All the profile depot them. Now people waiting for army. Now they pay them, make them go to the thing. They collect their home, they give the people peanuts. Everybody knows it. Because we are afraid. Because people are afraid, say they go do cool. You do cool. That's why they hate you now. They say I'm too arrogant. Am I the only Amakiri? Did I say are you the only wicked? People can let me be. They don't want me to talk. When he was sending Roland them, all of them here. Alaba them, all of them here. Offer me money. I said keep your money. Me, I have my own money. I don't want your money. The only person I accepted money from was 10 jackals. 300 million naira. Fighting me to a battle. That's not shameful that Nigeria can degenerate to the point that an individual will be invited to a battle. The Nigerian military of over 200,000 is inviting an ordinary man to come to battlefield with them. Why don't you reserve that strength for ISWAT, for Boko Haram, for bandits, for cattle rustler, for ESM, and all other groups that are fighting Nigeria? Why would you take that against somebody who is fighting side by side with your own men? That also shows that the Nigerian Defense Headquarters has lost touch with reality. Lost touch totally with reality. Because the reality on the ground in Imo State will tell them that we are with them in all their joint operations. In Niger, we tell them that we are with them in all their joint operations. In Plateau. So where did they get this thing from? A terrorist calling another person a terrorist. The government should investigate that rogue officer. It's a rogue officer. He ought not to be in the Nigerian army. That I opened the way for Nigerians to travel between Abuja and Kaduna freely without being afraid of being kidnapped. And this rogue officer have the temerity, because he's wearing uniform, to come and talk rot about me. Like I said, did I invite, what did I do for the helicopter to come and fly over my roof? If you are inside my house, the whole house was shaking. Plantain trees were falling here. What did I do? There's a military formation in this place. Have I ever had conflict or anything with the military formation here? In my own community, they are there. Calls me a terrorist. He will take me out. When somebody comes up to come and talk, you take away from the statement of that rogue officer general at the defense headquarters, or engaging bandits so that people can be alive and go to their farms, and he called us terrorists. He singled me out and called me terrorist. Nigerians are listening and some are happy because what is happening in these places are not happening to them. If we cannot protect the people, allow Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Not because of one man, hundreds of people will be killed every day. Allow him to come out. It's as simple as that. The life of these people are more precious, more important than keeping Nnamdi Kanu in the prison. You do not have the power, the strength, the wherewithal to provide security for the people. You are not talking of property. You are not talking of, you don't have. It's as simple as that. These things, carry their boat come, army see them, then catch them, then flog them, see if they are gone. It don't happen well. We don't settle matter well for river. You don't go there and say, what thing they happen now? Why do they do this thing? Army, flog them. Civil defense or guy will be carry staff full for him body. One korofo will no carry anything, go flog him. Because because with the fear thing go do coup. These are the things happening. That's the reality that people don't want to hear. The people will hear it. I think they said they will go kill me. Now I don't ready for them. Make them come kill me. If them fit. The world will know every details of the atrocities against Nigerian people. This is just the beginning, no? This is just the beginning. Until they are called to order. Until they are called to order. Until they start to behave like others behave in civilized society. Not like the ones where they kill innocent children and women and other people. They destroy people's house. And maybe the first German will carry gun, fight government after Biafran civil war. Now maybe the first German will government take armored vehicle, take plane, take everything bomb. Now maybe the first German will then catch, go put on the ground. In all that I came out because my hands are clean. I cannot kill innocent person for whatever reason. I cannot stand up. Nothing what they do, what they look for trouble. When people they look for my trouble, they run.
Okay. I think we did lose there. Okay, that was Tony. No, so that was Mr. George going on there about his perspective on this whole matter. Okay. Some of it was a bit delicate in the sense, one has to be careful about what one utters on these matters. But he doesn't think that. Well, you said that there is a percentage that cannot be discounted, that can be achieved, but. To the main subject matter, because this is not about IPOB. No. This is not about IPOB. No. It's about insecurity in the area. And where that is coming from, there are these linkages that you don't quite understand. For instance, Ebubeago, for example, their own version of if you want to put it that way, everybody has to come up with their own sort of, because you pointed out that they were able to say, don't come out. Oh ye hear this, oh ye hear this. Don't come out on certain days, and people complied. People, even though the governors were trying to persuade them, the people complied. Now, and meanwhile, there are also kidnappers, robbers. They sometimes, are exported out of the area. So it becomes difficult because there seem to be quite a number of forces in there. The straightforward criminal forces.
Let me help you.
Okay, let the Reverend Dominic come in, and then you come in. Good morning, Reverend Dominic.
Good morning, Chief Yori. Good morning, Johnny.
We're looking at the security situation in the southeast.
Yes, Yori, it is quite interesting when you bring guests here. But to be frank, Tony, God bless you. Tony has spoken truth to power. But Chief Yori, let me answer George and answer to Nigerians. George is not fair to us. As a man called Joe Ibokwe, his house has been burned down in the east. Most of us do not go to the east because we do not support IPOB. Not because we don't support, we are Biafrans. No, we don't support the injustice they made to us. But this young man called in prison now, Nnamdi Kanu, when he rose up, most of us, I won't tell you what I told him on television. We told him how to go this way. You can't fight an elephant while you're an ant. That's another thing I don't want to say it here. Most of us, Yori, do not go to Southeast again. Because if you go to Southeast today and say, young men, take it easy, you become a saboteur. You are married to be destroyed or killed. As Joe Ibokwe. So, George is not fair. All the elders of Igbo land did not support this movement the way they're going about it. We supported that there's injustice made against us, but you don't use injustice to fight injustice. That's our position. Number two, Tony has been right. When this thing started, they declared IPOB militant group. They have not killed one fly. Tony is my witness. I'll talk some more. They have not killed one fly. We said the last administration, not this administration, but other administration, mismanaged the whole issue. How do you tag a people who in UN, you have right to say, I don't want to belong to this nation or that nation. You don't tag the militant. But that's not kill one bird. They not kill one fly. It's when they call the militant and they arrest this man, take him to court. One of our senators, I believe, stood for him. And when he came back, Nigeria government went to his house to fight him, even not the day of the court. These guys did not abscond. It is that war. I went there 2 years ago. If you still go to Nnamdi Kanu house today, it's like a civil war place. Over 20 cars were burned down. I'm not supporting him. But what I'm trying to say, there's no Igbo man that watched his cause. I'm above 50 and have been part of the Igbo people that supported Nnamdi Kanu and the way he's going. Do you know he calls us pastors? He said we are stupid pastors. He don't respect the traditional rulers. He doesn't respect the political leaders. They won't like what I'm saying now. But George is not blanket we who are intellectuals from Southeast that we supported Nnamdi Kanu. That is not true. What happened is that the last government mismanaged it. Do you know that this young man called Nnamdi Kanu has started this shenanigans in the days of Goodluck Jonathan. And Goodluck Jonathan ignored him. He went to the dustbin of no history. It was the Buhari government that made hero out of nobody.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear everything that Asari said in this very video. You know, a lot of people have known Asari to be a noisemaker and all of that on the media space. A lot of people are saying that he is not even respecting the traditional ruler that he is in the Niger Delta and all of that. But Asari Dokubo have finally burst out to say the truth. You can hear him saying it in this very video. He said the killings in the Igbo land, all the poofing, the way they're making a lot of people to lose their life in the Igbo land just because of one person should come to an end. He said all these insecurities in the Biafrans should come to an end, that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, since Nnamdi Kanu is the solution to all this poofing, all the people that they poofing and taking their lives in the Igbo land. Since they release Nnamdi Kanu, now everything will stop. He said the government should immediately release Nnamdi Kanu. That what are they holding him for? What's their aim? Why are they still holding him back? The same way they arrested Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba agitator. The Yoruba nation agitator was arrested then when they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, but they released him, they allow him to go. But that same Nnamdi Kanu, they keep him in the detention, and the same Sunday Igboho that they released is still agitating for the same Yoruba cause. He still submitted petition to the Prime Minister of the UK recently and all of that, even though it was rejected. He submitted the petition that they should remove Yoruba land from Nigeria and all of that, and that's still the same cause that they still holding Nnamdi Kanu for till now. Over 2 years, this man was arrested in the regime of Muhammadu Buhari. Now, the court said that they have removed all the counts against him, that the DSS should release him. Now, the court have met orders in different locations before that this man should be released and be returned back to his people in the Biafra land and all of that, but they failed to release him. They held him back and they never released him. The DSS never listened to the court order. Rather, according to reports, they said they listened to some political elite, and those elites that are on the ground, they are microscopic. Nobody knows them. Nobody is seeing them. Those are the people that the DSS are allegedly listening to and all of that. That is why they refuse to leave Nnamdi Kanu. And Nnamdi Kanu have come out before, based on the insecurity that is happening in the Igbo land, the Biafra land. Nnamdi Kanu came out and made to the general public that since anytime he wants to go and face his court case in court, they will instigate violence in the eastern part of Nigeria, and they will say that it is the IPOB people that are doing all those things. Nnamdi Kanu came out, they said it's not the IPOB people, that the IPOB people are peaceful people, that the people that are instigating all those violence, all those insecurity in the eastern part of Nigeria are some political figures. He said there are some political class that are the one responsible for all those things, so that they can be linking everything back to him, that is the one that is responsible for it. Even when he is in the DSS detention, they said they still the one responsible for all those violence in the eastern part of Nigeria. That's what they say now. Nnamdi Kanu said if they should release him, he said in 2 minutes, he said all the insecurities in the eastern part of Nigeria, everything will stop. That they did not burn anybody, whether when he is talking in the east, nobody dares to talk. That was what Nnamdi Kanu said. Now the same Nnamdi Kanu that said that if they should release him, that the insecurity in the eastern part of Nigeria will stop, they failed to release him. The same thing is what Asari Dokubo is saying in this very video. He said they failed to release him. He said they should release him so that all the insecurity, all the light that has been taken in the eastern part of Nigeria, everything can stop. He said, why are they still holding him back? That there are some secrets that are embedded. He said if they did not release him, it's going to expose everything, that the Nigerian army too are responsible for a lot of evil that is taking place in Nigeria. He called Nigerian army out in this place, and everything is emanating from where the helicopter was hovering around the house of Asari Dokubo in the Niger Delta and all of that. And he came out to make the video and made it to the general public that he have the capacity to bring the helicopter down and all of that. Now the army make a press conference. They threatened Asari Dokubo. They said if he should try all those things that he's saying, that he's just a noise maker. He said if it is sure for him, he should meet them on the battleground and all of that. Now you can see the way Asari actually ridiculed the Nigerian army and all of that. Asari said the law. He said they are not even shameful, that they are doing all manner of evil as far as Nigeria is concerned. That was what Asari said in this very video, and I said that it's not enough. That's what's giving Asari the infantry and the temerity to come out to say that no, they must release Nnamdi Kanu, since they said they don't want to release him. And this Asari have been the one speaking against Nnamdi Kanu. I'll play you several videos of where Asari have been speaking against Biafra, I've been speaking against Samonekpa, I've been speaking against Nnamdi Kanu. I play you several videos in time past on this same platform. A lot of people actually say all sort of things against Asari Dokubo because they know him to be a Tinubu puppet. You know, even when Nigerians are going through pain, Asari still make videos to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even when Nigerians are saying that they want to protest, they want to do this, they want to do that against hardship, against bad governance, against insecurity, Asari will still come out to tell them that if they should protest, it will go against them and all of that. He said Tinubu is his person, and since Tinubu is his person, whatever Tinubu do, he is okay with it. This is the same Asari Dokubo that staged a protest and an anti-protest against the people that are protesting against Tinubu. Those are the things that Asari Asari have done a time pass just because he's seen things to be taken from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, just because Tinubu is actually favoring him even when he's not favoring other people, other masses, other common men in the society. Now, all of that now, the same Asari is now coming against Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. Based on Nnamdi Kanu case now, a lot of people are asking the question that where is Nnamdi Kanu? Is he alive or is he poof? Where is Nnamdi Kanu? The lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu came out and made it known to the general public that the DSS are doing some fishy things. They did not want to release Nnamdi Kanu and they hide him. They deprive them of seeing him. It has never happened in the history of any country that a legal practitioner wants to go and see his client in a detention, no matter how terrible the person is. Even though if the person is a hijack criminal in the society, even though the person is a maximum prisoner, all of that, if the lawyer come and say that he wants to see the person, wants to see his client, it is the duty of the security operative to provide the person with immediate alacrity. But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, in the case of Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Nigeria security operative are always above the law as far as Nigeria is concerned. Police is doing their own, EFCC is doing their own, DSS is doing their own, ICPC is doing their own, Custom is doing their own. Almost all Nigerian security operatives, they are not having a good review in the society. They are not having a good reputation. Their reputations have been stained by their actions in several locations. The evil they're doing is more than the good that they're doing in the society. Now, a lot of Nigerians are crying out that where is Nnamdi Kanu? Why are they still keeping him in the DSS custody? Have the court not make a ruling that he should be released? Have they not removed all the charges that are being leveraged against him? Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in the DSS detention? Those are the questions that Nigerians are asking. Now, drop your opinion in the comment section on this video regarding what Asari is really saying. Is he really saying what is in his mind, or is just being hypocritical and all of that according to what a lot of people have said regarding Asari Dokubo? Drop your opinion as I'm gonna to get that one noted for you. And sure, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious cause plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the bar, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.